watching 44 News with Chelsea Koerbler.
Fallout continues in the United Kingdom after the Brexit vote. Fox News correspondent Benjamin Hall is following the backlash from London.
A day after announcing he'll step down, Prime Minister David Cameron put on a brave face, appearing at a military parade outside of London. But across the nation, Brits who voted to remain weren't as stoic.
I woke up this morning and I didn't want to believe it. It felt like waking up into a nightmare.
Today, Boris Johnson, a key leader of the Leave campaign, appeared unfazed in the aftermath. Even a possible sign from above couldn't stop him from playing cricket. Most of the 17 million people who voted to leave are thrilled. But this week's so-called Brexit vote has been met with what some are calling regret. And that even includes people who wanted out of the EU.
I didn't think that was going to happen. My vote, I didn't think was going to matter too much because I thought we were just going to remain.
Others say they felt misled by the Leave campaign, which promised, among other things, that exiting the EU would free up billions of pounds to be spent on healthcare in the UK. But after the vote, pro-Brexit politician Nigel Farage, appearing on national television, admitted that the Leave campaign made a mistake.
The £350 million a week we send to the EU, which we will no longer send to the EU, can you guarantee that's going to go to the NHS?
No, I can't, and I would never have made that claim. That was one of the mistakes I think that the Leave campaign made.
Uniting a divided nation won't be easy. But Cameron says the country has time to come to terms with moving out of the EU. However, time may not be on their side. In Berlin today, foreign ministers of the 6 founding members of the European Union said there's no time to wait.
The European Union commissioners will meet on Monday to discuss this lengthy divorce. They also need to show a unified front after the vote, and there have been already calls for a Frexit in France. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump speaks out about UK's decision to leave the European Union. Trump is in Aberdeen, Scotland to oversee the unveiling of a new Trump golf course. While there, he's made comments on Brexit, a decision he praised, saying it will make the country safer.
That back of the line, everybody goes to the back of the line. Now he comes out and says something different. I thought that was a bad signal. I think his signal was a very bad signal.
What would you say?
To the UK. I think that they have to just get their act and make it work.
Trump also suggested that President Obama was partly responsible for the Brexit outcome, saying some votes were cast in spite of Obama and his support for Britain to stay in the Union. 24 people have died in flooding in 4 West Virginia counties, and there are still others who are missing. Tens of thousands are in the dark as communities begin a lengthy cleanup process. Police and fire crews are going door to door looking for survivors after floods roared through Greenbrier County, West Virginia. Water has taken many roads. Dozens of streets are closed. The floods began Thursday following heavy rains, at least 9 inches in some areas. One man saw some of the victims as he helped rescue his relatives and their neighbors.
There was a elderly lady in one of the houses that was holding her husband up. She, 118 pounds, soaking wet, and she was holding her husband up out of the water. And he was deceased.
The National Guard and FEMA are assisting in the region. The pro golf event, the Greenbrier Classic, which was scheduled for next month, has been canceled because of the flooding damage.